Hi, this is Brad with Golden Golf Academy, and I want to thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I got to say thanks to my wife for being just an amazing support. You know, we've got curing cells on the counter here. Those have been sitting there for, I don't know, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. I got golf balls on the counter, and then she lets me use this for, you know, golf stuff as well. So, got to tell her thanks for being an awesome wife and allowing me to bring my golf stuff in the kitchen, first of all. But today, we're going to talk about why people slice, what causes it, and how do we solve it. So, and I know there's absolutely thousands of videos on this, and I'm not trying to add another video for the exact same thing for clicks and so forth. I'm presenting actual information that you're not going to heard before on why and how to correct it. So let's get into why people slice first off. So I grabbed an 8-iron here out of my bag, and I'm using it for demonstration purposes. So if we take an older person who starts golf, I mean, I don't care, I'm going to use mid to late 20s, and they're not old, they're young, but anytime we get past our, I'm going to say teens, between the 14, 16-year-old range, starting golf, we start getting upper body strength. And as soon as we start getting upper body strength, we start trying to increase loft on the face to hit the ball high. If we get a 11-year-old kid hitting the golf ball, they don't have enough upper body strength, so they're not going to try to add the loft with the face. They're going to try to add loft with the spine. They're going to drive their legs, their hips, all this here. The spine's going to hang back, so we're going to look like this with a little kid. Okay. Now I'm starting to get older, and my balance isn't quite as good as you see. I kind of fell over a little bit there, but if we get someone who starts later in life, what do? They try to start adding loft with the face here, okay? They start turning and keeping their chest over their pelvis longer, this way, like I'm leaning forward. When they're doing that this way, so that's what happens. We're actually taking the ball flight down with our chest here, and then adding loft. So now I'm losing my angle here, but I have to lose my angle because as I'm leaning forward, if I held my angle, then I would miss the golf ball I'd hit in front of it. Same thing if I tilted and I didn't hold my angle. If I tilted a lot and I lost my angle, I'd hit behind the golf ball. So what causes the slice is because we start turning too much this way. We start turning with our spine too forward. The spine is the engine of the golf swing. How we move our spine is going to control the path of our hands. Okay, so for example, I'm going to hold my right hand right here, and the only thing I'm going to move is my spine. If my spine moves left and forward, my hands just came out. If I put a golf club in my right hand, right here, and my spine goes left and forward, now we would call what most people would say, well, that's an over-the-top move, okay? But I never moved, I never changed my elbow, my arm, my hand, nothing. That never changed. It's right here the whole time. The only thing I'm moving is my spine, this way. It is the engine of the swing. Same thing, okay? If I hold it here, and I'm a guy who's gonna hit big high draw hooks, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna tilt. Look, I'm not moving my hand. I'm just changing my spine. There's no hand movement there, changing my spine. Just right side tilt, right side bend. As soon as I do that, that hand goes this way. Like it opens because my spine's turning right, it opens the face. So if I'm here, not moving my arm, I'm gonna tilt this way, okay? See, opens the face, looks like the club's shallowing, right? Now I'm gonna have to get active with my hands at the bottom. So there's a balance, and we've gotta understand how the spine works and what we're doing. And the other reason a lot of people lean forward with the spine is because they get the club in their fingers too much, not in their fingers, they get the club in the palm of their hand too much, and the left thumb gets too much on top. If you've watched any of my videos about the left hand grip, you'll know that I like it at 45 degrees. So if this club face is square there, 0 to 360 degrees, 45 here, that's where I like the left thumb. I like it set there. Now there's a long list of reasons why I like that. Does everybody have to play from there? No. Is it going to change how you square the golf club? Yes. So you've got to understand there's certain spots that I like where I want it to be. And this isn't a one for all for everybody, because some people will move differently than others, but this is a majority of the crowd can go right here, start here. This is a starting point, and you will immediately hit the ball better. Okay, now we can make some variations off of it for individual players for how they move and so forth, but for the most part, I love the left hand at 45. It comes down to the joint alignments in the left arm or right arm if you're a left-handed player. But as we were talking about with the spine, it is the engine of the golf swing, and it is the reason why we slice the golf ball when we're using it incorrectly. That and the grip, because once you get the grip up in your palm and in your fingers and we get set up, then the shaft's going to set very upright and we're going to get more of an arm lift. So if I take it and I get it down to my fingers, and let's say I set my hand at 60 degrees on there, now I'm going to get, it's going to pull my arms down stronger, and it's going to suck my arms in this way, okay? So how you hang on to the grip has a lot to do with ball flight as well. So once you have proper grip and you know how your spine's supposed to move, you're going to be able to help yourself a lot. Your hands are going to naturally move better in order to strike the golf ball, because what we're trying to do is control the arc of the hands throughout the swing. Because let's face it, your average guy shooting, 90, 85 to 100, they don't know how to use these tools correctly. Okay, these are tools. There's 14 tools in your bag. They're all designed to do something different. Okay, but what people do know how to do is they know how to use their body in space. I know how to move my arm. I know how to use my spine. Okay, so what I have to do is learn to use my body in space. And once I learn to control my body in space, then that will in turn control this. Okay, so if I can control the path of my hands, if from here, instead of getting my spine out and over, if I can shift left, allow the hands to get down so that I can turn everything together and then start tilting to drive the ball up with my spine and compress it with my hands, now I'll start making power. Okay, so these are just certain things to learn on how you slice and why. Okay, typically, it's not typically, it's open club face and correct spine usage. Now, you're going to say, but Brad, that's not what people do with driver. They don't get their spine going this way with driver. You're correct. What happens is, because they can hit low irons, you can hit 8-iron down and hit it really well going this way, because there's so much loft on the club face that it's going to offset how much the spine's forward. So as long as you can not have the face too open, you can get it somewhat square, you're going to hit shots that start left and cut back to the right. But now as we start getting up in longer clubs, especially above 6-iron, 5, 4, 3, 3-wood driver, those are going to get extremely hard to get going this way. So what happens is people start now, they want to hit it up, but they don't know how to use their pelvis and their spine correctly. So now they're just going to, instead of leaning and turning, now they're going to get back here and they're just going to turn and try to fall back to hit up on it. Okay. So now this is where we get the hard slice. Okay. So, and it's okay. It's just not knowing how to use the body properly. And so when you're up here and you're going to hit driver, what has happened is we shift down, we shift the legs down without the shoulders opening at first this way. So now we can get the hands down and really drive up. Okay. So that's how we become a good driver of the golf ball. Again, we're trying to control the arc of the hands, not only up and down, but around. And the up and down will also control the around. And I can cover more on that later, but these are just the basic, simple reasons why you're slicing the golf ball. So basically what to take away from this is learning how to control your spine. Okay, so if we're a big slicer of the golf ball, especially in short irons, you're going to see that the spine leans forward. You'll probably look kind of like this through impact. You're leaning forward with the spine like this, whereas what we want is we want the spine tilted right with the pelvis pushing left, just like this. This is how we'd want to hit to control the golf ball right here. But what happens is people get too much this way. Okay, this is the engine of the golf swing, because wherever the spine goes, as I showed you earlier with the hand out here, that's where the shoulders go. If the spine goes left, the shoulders rotate left. When the shoulders rotate left, the arms go out. It's just simple anatomy on how the body works. And so you don't have to worry about this over the top and all these big things. It's really simple. And like I said, if you want to reach out to me and you want to work more one-on-one, I'm offering a online service right now. We're running a special. The next 3 months are $200. So that's once, it's just $200 flat for 3 months. That's once a week, Zoom update. So 15 minutes. You send us a swing, I'll go over it with you for 15 minutes. And we'll do that, go over it. That's once a week for 3 months. That's a $200 right now. That's our special. That's a huge deal. Normally you're looking at $130 a month for that service. So at $130 a month, you know, you're looking at $390, so it's half price on that. So like I said, if you want to reach out and you want to work one-on-one more, just email me at brad@Golden Golf Academy. I'd be happy to help. And like I said, our goal is to help you guys. We're not here for clicks and social media and all that garbage. We're here to actually bring quality information about the golf swing to the viewer. Thank you. I appreciate your time today. I look forward to working with you guys. Have a great day.